Today we're going to be taking a look at the Bandai Tamashii Nation's SH Figuarts Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Leonardo. So what is going on, everybody? How is everyone doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Leonardo. Now, as a kid growing up, the Turtles were my favorite. I loved the Ninja Turtles as a kid. I had to get all the toys by Playmates. I had to watch the show every time it was on TV. I even had them on VHS back then. Yeah, VHS is what we used instead of Blu-rays. But the nostalgia definitely is there, but as an adult, these are probably my least favorite versions of the Turtles. Hopefully in the future, Tamashii Nations will keep expanding in the Turtle universe and make like how they look currently in the comic book, or maybe the original movie, or maybe even the newer movie of them, because I like the way they look in that too. But I've been hearing nothing but great things about these Turtles, so without further ado, let's get into the review and start off with the packaging for Leonardo. So we get a pretty cool looking box for the Ninja Turtles. It says Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We do get the window there, an image of Leo on the left, says SH Figuarts, Leonardo, warning, blah 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 blah, Tamashii Nations, Bandai. There's the bottom of the box there with a cartoon version of Leo. And then there's the top of the box looking pretty cool with those bricks. And then there's the one side of it there. And then the other side there. And then the back of the packaging shows a bunch of different poses. You can get the figure in too, along with some of his accessories. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure open and take a closer look at Leonardo. Alrighty, taking a closer detailed look at Leonardo here. And right off the bat, Tamashii Nations really did a magnificent job with these turtles. They look great. I'm looking at the head sculpt here. And very nice job on it. I like the sculpt of the mouth, looking pretty cool. And the eyes painted both looking in the same direction, and nice clean paintwork. And I like the sculpt work as well to give him kind of like a mean look for like his eyebrows, I guess. And then I like the color blue that they chose too. And then we do get the back of the bandana, this piece. Nice sculpt work on it. The only thing that I wish this was articulated. You can unpeg it, but you can't like put it in upside down or sideways or anything, because I tried that. You can only put it in the one direction, so that's one minor gripe I have with the figure so far. But other than that, the head sculpt looks dope, and I love what they did with the turtle shell. It's such a soft, rubbery type plastic, so you can articulate around the torso, so I like that Tamashii Nations did that. And nice sculpt work on the front of the shell, looking pretty cool. And then we do get his belt here, nice sculpt work on it. And I love that metallic silver, that looks beautiful. Man, that looks nice. And then we do get the L for Leonardo, of course. We do get the sheaths for his swords, which I don't like. I think they're too low. That's another issue I have with this figure. But when you get this figure out of the packaging, another piece without the sheaths is actually on the back there. You have to unpeg it and put this one on. I'll show you that when we get to the accessories. But the back of the shell does look dope. I really like the sculpt and paintwork on it. Nice clean paint with the brown there. It looks great throughout it. And like I said, nice sculpt work going around there, looking pretty cool. And for the arms, nice sculpt work with the muscle definition, looking nice. We do get the elbow pad, get these sculpted lines in there. And it is a separate piece, you can move it around a little bit. And we do get the blue wristband, looking cool. Just one thing, when you interchange the hands, just be careful. Don't hold on to the wristband, hold on to like his forearm. Because if you hold on to the wristband while you're putting the hand on, this can slide off and you can lose it. So just be careful of that. Now for the legs, this is something I really love about these figures. From the thigh all the way down to the foot or feet, it is fully die-cast metal. I really love that they did that. That's why there's so much heft to these figures, is because their legs are fully die-cast metal. And that always, for some reason, to me, that makes a figure so much better. I don't know why. I guess because it's metal, you know. We do get a little bit of muscle definition sculpted in there, looking pretty cool. We do get the knee pads. Nice sculpt work on them, and they are separate pieces, as you can see. And then going to the back of the legs here, we do get the humongous calves that the turtles have. Very nice. And then we do get the turtle feet and turtle toes looking pretty good too. And there's the bottom there. I mean, overall, they really did a fantastic job with the detail on this Leonardo, and I am very satisfied with it. But anyway, let's continue on. Moving on to the accessories, and we get a bunch of cool stuff included with Leo. We do get a manhole cover or a sewer lid, and I think Tamashii Nations did a great job with it. The detail and the sculpt work on it looks dope. All the lines are everything's sculpted on there. It's not just painted and cheaply made. Tamashii Nations did do a very nice job on it. As you see, it says City Sewer. And there's the other side, and it says City Sewer backwards. I don't know if that was done purposely or if that was an accident. Cool accessory. Always need something like that with a Ninja Turtles figure, so we do get that. And then we also get his two swords or katanas, almost call them sheaths. I love that metallic silver that they chose for the blade. And then this piece here, this round piece, I don't know what it's called, but it is a different color silver, which I really dig. And then we do get brown for the handles, looking pretty nice. We do have a little bit of silver paint on this brown handle. Very minor though. But very cool looking swords. So nice job with those. And then we do also get the sheaths connected to the back part of his belt for his swords. And like I was saying before, the way you do it, this is how the turtles come out of the packaging without their sheaths or anything on the belt. So you will have to like dig your fingernails under this because this thing is a pain in the ass to get off. There is like a little slot to get under there to pop it out because it is pegged in with 3 different pegs, one there, and then one in the middle. So like I said, it is really hard to get this off. I didn't fully peg mine in so I could get it out, but it is a little bit of a pain in the ass, like I said, about 5 times already. So you take that out right there, and then you line up the pegs correctly. As you can see, that has a notch on the top and the middle one, and you just got to line it up properly. And then there you go, just peg that in there, and then you have his sheaths on his belt. The only issue I see is 2 different color browns. Like, come on, Tamashii Nations, why is this a darker brown, and then this piece is a much lighter brown? Even with this piece, it's a darker brown, but this piece is a lighter brown. I feel like they didn't paint it. They just made that a brown plastic, while the rest of the belt and this piece is painted brown. So that is one flaw that I found with the figure. And the sheaths hold the katanas perfectly fine. You do have to line them up properly, because on the insides of them, they are a little wider, and then the hole gets a little thinner the more down it goes, just like how these swords are shaped. So you just gotta put it in like that, and then put this one in like that, and there you go. That looks badass. But the only issue I have is these are way too low on the figure. Like, what type of swordsman has his sheaths that low? I mean, if I can remember, I could have sworn they were up a little bit more, because you can't even reach behind your back and pull the swords out. So that is another issue I do have with the Leonardo figure, but the swords do look beautiful once they are sheathed up right there. So we do get that stuff, and then we also get 8 interchangeable hands, so we get a pair of fists, and I love the way all the interchangeable hands look. I think they look awesome. Come on, focus your bloody camera. And that's the color of the plastic, the green. I don't think they're painted. But very nice sculpt work on these, and we only get the 3 fingers, because we all know that the Ninja Turtles only have 3 fingers. So we do get a pair of fists, and then we also get a pair of these open hands, which are probably my favorite. I think these look great. So we do get a pair of these here. And then we also get a pair of, I guess, semi-gripping hands. I guess these are meant for him to grip onto the sewer lid or maybe a piece of pizza, but he can also hold on to his swords with these as well. So we do get a pair of those. And then we also get a pair of gripping hands, which is meant for him to grip onto his katanas, and he holds them perfectly fine with these. So we get those 8 interchangeable hands, and then we also get 2 interchangeable heads. So we get this one here that's on the figure, that came on the figure out of the packaging, that we took a look at before, and Tamashii Nations did a great job with it. And this is the normal, basic looking face sculpt. And then we get this one here on the left, which is the more angry, teeth-gritted face sculpt, and this one's definitely my favorite out of the 2. I think this one looks dope. Love the sculpt work on it. I like how they sculpted lines on the teeth. I think that looks awesome. and the paint's nice and clean with the white not bleeding onto the green or anything. Eyes painted, both looking in the same direction. I just love the sculpt work around the mouth and around the eyes. Tamashii Nations really did a great job with it, and you will have to unpeg the bandana and then peg it on the new head that you're putting on the figure. And the way you interchange it, you just pop the one head off and then just put the other one on. Simple as that. But anyway, that is all the accessories included with Leonardo. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. So now for the height of Leonardo, he stands a little bit over 5.5 inches tall, and then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts TMNT Donatello and the Hasbro Marvel Legends Deadpool, and then here he is compared to another green character, the Good Smile Company Figma Avengers Hulk, and the Mafex Dawn of Justice Batman. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku and the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. So now for Leonardo's articulation, we do get 2 points at the neck, one at the upper neck and one at the lower neck. So the upper neck joint, he can pretty much look all the way up, but he really doesn't look down at all. He just looks straight ahead. We do get pivot there, but it does get hindered by his cheeks because of how weird the turtles' heads are shaped. And then we do get swivel up there. Now for the lower neck joint, great forward and back movement, so Leo can look all the way down and pretty much look all the way up. Then we do get pivot there, and it also swivels, so great movement at both those neck joints. Now for the torso, I've been trying to articulate it the best I can. It looks like we get a point like around the abdomen and then one at the waist, but I can't get him to go forward and back really at all. But I mean, with any Ninja Turtle figure, it's going to be damn near impossible to get great movement at the torso and the waist. So, I mean, Tamashii Nations probably did the best they can. I mean, I can get him to do it a little bit, but I know his legs are kind of moving along with it. But we do get some pretty good pivot up there, and then it also swivels. So we do get some alright movement at the torso. And the front right here, as I said before, is a softer rubbery type plastic, so it doesn't hinder certain points of articulation. Now for the arms here at the shoulders, we got a nice joint that pops out forward, so that's good. And then we do get one that does go up and down, and then we do get the armpit joint in there, so you can move the shoulder around a little bit, so that's good. And then the arms go out to the sides a lot more than 90 degrees, so that's always good. They do go up and down. We do get the bicep swivel there, double jointed elbows that bend in a little more than 90 degrees. Now for the wrists, they do swivel and then they hinge back and forth, so nice movement throughout the entire arm down to the wrist. Now for the legs, they do kick forward about 90 degrees. The front of the turtle shell doesn't really hinder the leg movement that much. They do go to the back just a little bit, and then they kick out to the side almost 90 degrees, so nice movement there. And then we do get the upper thigh swivel. We get double jointed knees that bend back a little more than 90 degrees, so very nice movement there. Now for the ankles, they do swivel. They hinge up an alright amount and then hinge down a pretty good amount, and then we do get a little bit of pivot there, and then some toe articulation. So overall, for it being a Ninja Turtle figure, I think Tamashii Nations worked in the movement really well on these TMNT figures, and I'm very happy with the movement we get with this Leonardo. But overall, I do highly recommend this piece, especially if you're a big TMNT fan, or if you grew up loving the original cartoon. This is one you definitely need to add in your collection. Tamashii Nations really did a fantastic job with these turtles, so I do highly recommend this. The only issues or complaints I have, one of them has to do with the belt piece that has the sheaths on it. It's a different color brown compared to the rest of the belt. And then another one is, I feel like the sheaths are way too low on his shell, and the swords, they just sit way too low on his back, and it just looks like it's impossible for him to be able to grab his swords. And I can't remember if it was like that in the cartoon or not. And then the last thing is, some of the articulation isn't the best. It's not perfect, but I feel like they did the best that they could with what they had. So we do get some decent articulation. We do get some badass accessories included with Leonardo. I love what we get with this figure, and then the detail, I think they did a great job with it. I don't know if it needed paint shading or not, but for what it was, Tamashii Nations killed it, and I love the diecast metal in the legs and the feet, so very happy now owning this in my collection. And if you would like to get this Leonardo for your collection, he does retail for about 60 bucks. I got mine from agelessgeeks.com, so if you would like to get yours, head over to that website today, or you could join the Ageless Geeks Facebook group. But anyway, that is my review of the SH Figuarts Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Leonardo. Hope you enjoyed my review. If you want to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, and favorite the video too. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, just give it a thumbs up anyway, because action figures are awesome. But thanks for watching. I'll see you later. So we do get a pretty cool looking box for the Ninja Turtles. So we do get some pretty cool looking packaging for the Ninja. So we get a cool looking box. Then there's the bottom, and then the back of the pocket balloon. So we'll get a pair of fists, and I really love the Good Smile Company Figma Avengers Hulk, and the Mafex the SH Figuarts TMNT Donatello, and the Mig Yabahu Ba.